Hello and welcome to a quick tutorial on how to use SailTalks, a interactive whiteboard tool, and we will begin by showing you the home page. So you can start a SailTalk by clicking this big button. However, before you should log in so you can access your own lessons and save lessons. So once you click login, it will bring you to this page where you can put your information. Okay, after signing up or logging in, we are ready to start a SailTalk. Okay, so I'll highlight the three main menus of the website before going in. In the left is your navigational bar, and you can create a boat, create a mark, or create a committee boat by clicking these buttons. And then you can activate drawing by clicking this button. And deactivating by clicking again. Then clicking this eraser will erase all drawings on the whiteboard. In this bottom menu is your animation bar, and I'll leave that for later. In the right menu is your tools, where you can access extra tools like creating a mark circle around a mark, or adding wind shadows, or adding a text bubble, for example, which you can drag. Or adding wind shifts or a YouTube video. So, like I showed, you can actually drag objects. So if you hold left click over an object, you can drag and let go to drop. Same thing for the boats. You also probably notice that when I hover over a boat, that this little rotate circle appears underneath it. If you hold left click and drag on this, you can rotate the boat to any angle you want. Another thing you can do is right click objects. If you right click, a small menu will pop up. You can either delete or change the color of the object. If you click the little color block, another color block will show you, or color options will show up, and you can select any of those colors or delete. Now for a text bubble, you can just type and also drag this around. And for a YouTube video, you can insert a YouTube URL and it will show here. Other things that you can do on the whiteboard is zoom and pan. So if you scroll and with your mouse wheel up or down, it will zoom in and out. You can also pan by holding right click and dragging. This will allow you to pan. Now in the top right is how you save a lesson and access other lessons. So first I'll save a lesson. So this menu will show up, and this is where you can add a lesson name or and also privacy status. For the privacy status, you can either make it private or public. Public will show up on the community lessons tab, which I'll show in a second, and private will keep it to yourself. So we'll just stay with private. Also, you have the clear whiteboard option. So it will clear your current whiteboard and then save a blank one. So then you can save on that. But if I click save, your lesson will be saved and you'll be alerted. Now, because you're loaded into this lesson, you can quick save by clicking this button. So if we make any changes, draw anything, I can click quick save and this lesson will be saved. Now to access your lesson, you can click the lessons tab. And then here are all the lessons that you've made. And you can load a lesson by left clicking the load button, for example. And you get access to all your lessons. And you might see that you can also edit. Edit can allow you to change the lesson name, or privacy mode, or delete the lesson. And then if you have changed any of this, you just need to click confirm changes. Perfect. Now you might also see that there's a community lessons tab. If you access this, you can see all the public lessons that other people have created. You can load them by clicking the load button, or you can like them and dislike them, or unlike them. There's also a search bar, so you can find specific ones. Cool. So those are the lessons. So if we go back to our lesson that we've made, now I'll show you how to make diagrams and animations. So to start making a diagram, you double click a boat. So double left clicking a boat will add an extra boat and a time frame. And if you double click again, it'll do another time frame. And if you double click again, it'll add another time frame. And then, because you've made a diagram or a single frame, you can start an animation. So if you click play, it'll start playing this animation. And each time frame matches up in the time. So, for example, these match up at the final time frame. And if you want to re-edit the position of all the things, you just click edit and then it'll show up. So, like I said, 1A and 1B will match up, or 1A and 3A will match up when they reach here, and then continue. And you can use this time bar to go through forwards and backwards on your animation. You can also change the speed in here, slow it down or access it. And remember, you can still zoom in and do whatever you want. Cool. And then, so here's an example of a bigger lesson. So if you zoom in, you can play the animation, increase the speed, and pause and go through it. And that is everything that SalesTalks has to offer. One more thing is in the bottom right there is a help menu, which is this tutorial, and also at the beginning of entering the website you have a quick tutorial as well. And remember that you have this info indicator, so if this is activated, it explains what all your mouse can do when you hover over an object. And you can turn it off by clicking it. Thank you for watching this tutorial.